everyone. Welcome to a special edition of Community Connections. My name is Dawn Lowe, and I'm the Executive Director for the Greensburg Decatur County Chamber of Commerce. I am here today with Abby Ziegler, who is with Enneking Auto Body, and we're going to give you a quick sneak peek on what they do here.
All right. Well, thanks so much for being with us today, Abby. So I know that it is no secret there are actually two businesses located here. It's not just Enneking Auto Body, it is also True Blue Autos. So tell us a little bit about the differences and maybe even the collaborations amongst the two of them.
Sure, yeah. We have Enneking Auto Body, which we work on vehicles that have been in accidents, any kind of repairs that are needed. And then on the other side of the building is True Blue Autos, and that's our used car lot. We started them in about 2015, and they are taking off, so it's been great.
Awesome. So we are standing in front of this banner that has a lot of the history. Maybe give us just a quick high level hit on the history of Enneking Auto Body and True Blue Autos.
Sure, yeah. My grandfather started the body shop in Oldenburg, Indiana in 1954, and then my parents took it over. They opened a second location here in Greensburg. It was originally over on another street, like on the other side, and we moved into the old Iron Horse building in I think the early 2010s.
Okay.
And then we started the used car dealership True Blue Autos in 2015.
Okay, awesome. Well, I know that Iron Horse has a lot of history here in Decatur County as well, so I know a lot of people are probably familiar with that name. Mm-hmm. Was it a bar at one time?
It was a bar and restaurant and a motorcycle repair shop.
Yes, motorcycles. I know it's been super popular. Awesome. Well, we're glad that you found a place to call home here in Decatur County, and super exciting to hear that the family history is there. So tell me a little bit about the family that is here within the business, who is still here and remains.
Yeah, so my parents retired in 2020.
Congratulations.
And then my siblings and I took it over with two of our managers. So we have myself, I'm the oldest, I'm the president. My sister Nicole is VP of operations for the shops.
Okay.
My sister Alex and her husband Ted run True Blue.
Okay.
And then my brother Sam is the painter up here in Greensburg. And then my husband Adam is an estimator at our Batesville location.
That is a deep family, which a lot of times you hear that never to mix family with business, but I know I have seen enough from you guys to know that it is working well, so I think that that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we grew up in it, so it's kind of
what you know. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, we're going to take a look at the rest of the building, so follow us for more.
So Abby, we just left the office area. Tell me a little bit about all the certificates and trophies and awards and everything that I just saw up there in the front, because I think there's a little bit more that goes on back there than what the general public may realize.
Yeah. When you come into the office, you'll notice on top of our bookshelves we have a lot of plaques that show certifications. And what that means is we are text to a lot of training with specific OEMs. Ford, GM, Nissan, Kia, Hyundai, and of course Honda and Acura. That means they take extra classes to know how to repair those vehicles the way the manufacturers really require. So we have a whole instructions on how to repair a vehicle right from Ford. And those certifications show that we follow those procedures and we get your car back to you as safely as possible.
That's super interesting, and definitely good to know as a client or a customer that your car is being worked on by someone who is certified in that specific make and model, and is doing it the way that the manufacturer has specified. So I had no idea that was even a thing. That's awesome.
If you want to figure out which body shops in your area can do that, you can go to your OEM's website. So go to Ford.com or whatever it is.
Okay.
Type in, find a certified repair shop, and you should see us on there.
Okay. So for future reference, if you're looking for someone who is certified in the specific make and model of your car, of your vehicle, definitely check out that website and see where that's located here in Greensburg and Decatur County. Very cool. Very cool. Thank you for sharing that. Let's talk a little bit and go through the shop area. So where are we standing right now?
Well, when we first opened, we did mechanical work as well. And then during the giant hailstorms that came through
Yes.
in the early 2000 10.
Okay.
Yeah. We stopped doing that because we didn't have time to do oil
That was
changes
a lot.
anymore. So this was our mechanics bay. Now we do all of our repairs in this section. This is our wheel alignment rack, and then you'll just see a lot of parts and vehicles everywhere.
There's a lot of things happening in here,
Yeah.
and I had no idea how much was in here.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane the amount of inventory that is sitting in here being worked on
Yes.
all at the same time, which
Yeah.
is very, very cool that you have that capacity. Well, would you mind showing me the rest of the shop? We'll take a quick peek on what else you have back here.
Of course, yeah. This way.
All right, Abby, we've looked at a lot of different things already. We've talked a little bit about the history. We've talked about how the family is integrated into the business. You've given us a quick sneak peek on the shop. Tell us a little bit about the services that Enneking Auto Body provides.
Yeah, we, as I said earlier, we fix collision repair. So we put on new parts if needed. We can pull dents out of your doors and your quarter panels. We also obviously have 2 paint booths, so we do a lot of painting.
Wow.
And then a lot of our processes now revolve around all of the safety features on new vehicles. So when a vehicle comes in that's been in an accident, we connect it to a scanner, and the scanner reads through all the computer modules on your car, which there can be like 40 or 50.
Oh my.
Yeah. And it tells us anything that's not working or that isn't connected. So it might help us find some damage that you can't see,
Oh,
but
wow,
it
yeah.
hurt your electronics. So we do that when a vehicle first comes in. After all the repairs are done, we connect it again to make sure everything's reconnected. We fix everything. And then some of the safety features, like your backup sensors whenever you're backing
Sure.
out of your driveway, or if you have any sensors in your windshields that show you on any traffic in front of you.
Sure, right.
All of those need calibrations now. So after we've taken everything apart and put it all back together, we have to reset all of that and make sure everything's lined up correctly. Sometimes we have to drive it down the highway or the interstate. It's tons of instructions on how to do it.
All right, thanks so much for joining us, Alex. Tell us a little bit. We're now actually, let's back up 2 seconds. We're actually now over in the other side of the building. We're located now at True Blue Autos, which is a continuation of the same building we talked about earlier, and now joined by Alex. Alex, welcome, and tell us a little bit about your role here at True Blue Autos.
Well, my husband and I, along with my dad and mom, pretty much started the dealership side. So I guess my role is the internet manager. So I do like all of the pictures of all the units, all of our Facebook, Instagram, any kind of ads, stuff like that. So, but my husband Ted and I pretty much started it from the ground up, along with Dad. And when Abby joined us, she was a huge help as well.
Okay, so you have the dealership portion, which is a used car dealership.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us how that even came to be.
Well, Dad always loved selling used cars. When back in the early 2000s, he would sell totaled units, so vehicles that they found at auctions that were totaled, and they would fix it up, get it re-inspected by the state, and then he'd resell it. So they did that way back then, and then stopped doing that because it was harder for banks to finance them since they had a total loss title.
Okay.
But now when I came on in 2010, and then I married Ted in 2012. He kind of wanted to bring that back, and we had all kinds of customers from Enneking's when I was working over there coming to the body shop and asking us to look over a vehicle that they were interested in purchasing. Obviously, we didn't have the dealership then, but we kind of talked about how if they trusted us to look over a vehicle that they were interested in, then they would hopefully trust us to sell them a used vehicle. So
Sure.
we kind of just jumped in, head first.
And
here we are.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I am looking out of the windows here at True Blue Autos, and I'm seeing quite a bit of inventory, which is awesome, because I know that that's been a struggle over recent years. But tell us a little bit about where you find your inventory. I see a lot on your social media that trucks and cars are coming from all over.
All
so
over,
tell us how that happens.
Well, we used to just purchase from auctions, but when COVID hit, the auctions, one, shut down, and two, when they opened back up, their prices were outrageous. So we were like, what can we do? So Ted just started searching everywhere else that he thought that people were selling. So like Facebook Marketplace, Auto Trader also has not just their main listing, but they have where customers can pay to sell it as an individual instead of using like a dealership website. So he looks on there along with a couple other places. But Facebook has pretty much been like our main thing that he travels everywhere to purchase them. So
he loves to research.
He does love to. It takes a lot of time.
It's a lot, yeah, absolutely.
We used to be able to find cars or vehicles pretty much within like a month of somebody that was looking for something specific. So we would, search all the auctions that we knew along with Auto Trader and stuff. And it wasn't too terribly hard, but now it takes months trying to find something that a customer is specifically looking for. So
okay,
yeah.
So tell me a little bit about if there is someone out there who is looking for a vehicle, what could they expect to find on your lot at any given time?
Well, right now we've kind of dipped our toes into commercial units. So again, when COVID hit, a lot of the big dealerships stopped being able to build like the 550s and above, the 450s and above, because of all the chip shortages. So people were holding on to them, but also not getting a lot of the ones that they were already had on order. So they had to purchase other places. So when we had some local companies and farmers looking specifically for commercial units. So we went out on Facebook and Auto Trader and places to help find it for them. And it started to become very popular. So
all of a sudden the need was there.
Yes, the need was there. I mean, not only locally, but we've shipped them all over the place. So we just shipped one to Alaska, and it's just crazy how people will just purchase online, but we sell anything. So I mean, we also have like F-350s, and we have a Rivian and Expeditions and Explorers, and we tried to have something for everybody, but a lot of our inventory has been commercial recently.
Awesome. Well, and I've seen that change over time. So I think you are meeting demand where it is, and trying to make sure that you're filling that void for customers and clients all over as much as possible. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Anything else about True Blue Autos that we haven't talked about so far?
I mean, we love being a part of the community. So, thank you for including us and giving us all of the shout outs and everything like that. So, but we would love to help out. We offer financing for both personal loans and commercial loans. So we try to help out as much as possible.
Awesome. Well, we're going to take a quick peek around some of the lot as well and show a little bit about what the outside of the building looks like. So thank you so much for being with us today and showing us and telling us a little bit more about True Blue Autos.
Yeah, thanks, Dawn.
All right. Well, we have just concluded the tour, and I want to thank Sam, Abby, Nicole, and Alex. That was a test for me. Good. For taking me through the inside look at Enneking Auto Body and True Blues Auto. Definitely way more involved inside than what one would expect. And I think the theme that resonated through the whole thing, it wasn't about customer service. It wasn't about fixing cars and vehicles. It wasn't about the paint shop. Sorry, Sam. But the theme that kept resonating was family. So can somebody just talk about family with this business or these businesses?
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, it started with our grandfather. Our dad and uncle got into it. Our parents, we were just raised in it, so we don't know any different. A lot of people comment about how it's rare that we can all work together and still like each other on the weekends. So I guess we're just a weird family.
But a weird family maybe that works. And I know that through our conversations today, you've talked about how you're integrating that into your employees as well. And so I think that is a very special piece for those who work here at Enneking and True Blue. So thank you for that. So one last question, and I think this is the big one of the day. Let's go through and have everybody just tell me your favorite vehicle that you've ever driven or owned. And Sam, I'm going to put you on the spot. We'll start with you.
I'd have to say a 68 Mustang.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never drove it, but Dad had a Corvette.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
yeah.
year was that?
62.
62. Oh, that would be
Okay.
awesome.
I got to drive the Rivian truck a couple months ago, which was awesome.
And you have one on the lot over there, I think, as
Yes,
well.
yeah, we do.
Yeah, very cool. Okay. And Alex, your last.
As a mom, I would say a Toyota Sienna, but
As a cool person, I'd say I love the Jeep Wranglers.
Okay, perfect. Well, again, thank you guys so much for giving us a peek inside of the businesses. Thank you so much for being involved in our community, for being a partner with the Greensburg Decatur County Chamber of Commerce. If you have any questions, need an estimate, or looking for a vehicle, have a vehicle that's wrecked, dinged, and need to get it fixed, definitely check them out. So thank you guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.